Yay, we're not dead
And
anymore.
we're just waiting for it to go live on YouTube so I can mute YouTube. Otherwise, I get an echo.
I missed the messenger. I miss it so bad.
Which one's the overlay? I've done the overlay before.
What size do I need to be?
Okay, we are live.
Medium.
Welcome YouTube viewers to Disabled DM. I'm Jeb and D&D. And tonight will be an episode of our Fire of War campaign entitled Never Escape. Hey, with me tonight I have Jill, Joe, Mary, Bellamy, and Jeremy who is going to be joining us. So I'll give them all a minute to introduce their characters and plug the channels, and then I'll do a brief recap of our previous episodes. So let's start with Jill.
Hi, my name is Jill, and I am playing Vincent Jare, a warlock, and he is currently facing down a mysterious man in a crypt.
Joe, you're up.
Cool. I'm playing Joe. I'm a professional procrastinator, and I will be playing Akarat Heavyhammer, who is a war wizard who currently, like my companion here, is facing down some strange man in a crypt who appears to be a second-rate necromancer, and Akarat is ready to show him what for.
Awesome. Bellamy, you're up.
Hello, I'm Vladimir. I'm playing the Nature Cleric, the Leaf Cutter. Let's see how we're gonna kill it.
My lower third work. Did I break it?
Mary, you're up.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mary. I'm an Annie by day, an artist by night. You can see the links for my art pages in the comments. And I'll be playing Guy Ablerine, who is clearly Bahamut's champion and currently suffering from lung rot. So she'll be a little on the quieter side, unfortunately. And yeah, she's staring down this strange man in the crypt and to bring his doom upon him.
Awesome. And last but not least, we have Jeremy.
Hello. My character will be introduced shortly. And I'm just a wacky, cartoon-loving, anime, music, creative, not quite genius. And I will be a lot of fun, and you will enjoy me.
Okay, and why don't you go ahead and give your character's name?
Just name. He is Lohelani. Lani for short, because lots of human people can't say his name. And he is going to be a dragon blood sorcerer.
Awesome. So, in our previous episodes, we introduced the realm of Hangler. It's a broken world from the time of the Dragon Wars, or Earth, in which the primordial summoned the Avatar of Io, to fight against a great evil. During this time, magic ceased to exist. However, 500 years later, when brothers fighting against brother, the races are divided and tribes are pretty much scavengers in this barren wasteland. And for our brave adventurers found a magic pool in the urban temple and released the magic of incarnum back into the world. They then entered a it to the Mystic Harbinger, a tavern that was located on top of a giant turtle that was run by the ghost of a dwarf named Corinth and Fist. Talking with him, they discovered the hilt of a sword that was said to be wielded by the avatar of Io, and were given this hilt with the quest to make the sword whole and to restore the world to what it once was. Since then, and they fought past the horde of orcs. Orcs had a mysterious person in blood-red armor threatened them, and returning to the Mystic Harbinger, they found it destroyed, and the ghost and an orc shaman gone. Akarat, our Durban wizard, was in the Mystic Harbinger at this time. Fortunately, he was able to recover an heirloom, a magical warhammer that belonged to his clan, and he exited the ruins of this tavern in time to find his comrades falling down a giant sinkhole in the desert that has led them to an underground cavern which they fought past scorpions and some ghouls to face this necromancer. In our last session, and the last comment, but Akarat had made talking about how the minions of the necromancer were weak. So this necromancer looks glaring at Akarat. You fool, you know nothing of true power. Let me show you, Ophir. And he swings back in the shadowy mist that envelops him, floats off him like a cloak fluttering in the breeze. Is an Akarat before you see a dwarf that appears to be 9 feet tall, flesh torn and shredded, and he glares at you. Who says, "Fool, do you not know the First Father sees all?"
That might be part of the problem.
And as you hit it, as your muscles stiffen, for you know the First Father was a German deity said to create your race. Your fingers barely a brush over this warhammer that you carry. You can feel the jagged edge of the blue topaz that makes up its head, and the coarse fur of golden mountain lynx that enwraps its handle. And softly in your head, you hit Atakator. And in common, you know that to mean eternal bane. Okay. Gaia, you're looking on, and you see a torn dead body of a platinum dragon. You know this body to be that of Bahamut. And the voice speaks to you as your muscles stiffen in disbelief. The deity that you worship could possibly be dead.
Like, is this me? Is this me? Need to speak, or are you just still going down the line of description?
They're going down the line.
Okay, want to make sure.
Adamus, in front of you, you see a torn figure of a lady that you believe to be long dead. Before you stands your mother, and in a quiet voice, I'm disappointed in you, my child. You were meant for better things.
Everyone is, my mother. Everyone is.
Vincent, in front of you stands a man, and bloody and tattered. He looks at you angrily, his eyes ablaze, almost with hatred, as he says, "Traitor, you betrayed us. You left me to die." But and we will begin with Vincent. How do you react as you see this person, once your comrade in arms, standing before you?
Very, very confused and angry at the accusation that I am a traitor, when Vincent feels that he had always done everything in his power to stay loyal, and when he sacrificed his comrade, it was at his comrade's own behest for the greater good of the whole tribe. And he's going to feel that while they may not have gotten along very well in life, and may even have been at each other's throats at times, he certainly didn't betray him or kill him. And no one would dare say he did to his face.
Yet, that is exactly what is happening.
Then what I would do to anyone else who dared to insult me in such a manner. She'll touch.
Unfortunately, because of your muscles stiffening up, at the moment you're unable to move.
Oh, I'm angry then. I'm going to yell at him, "You're the traitor! How dare you slander me so!"
Akarat, how do you respond to this being that claims to be the deity that created your race?
Okay, Akarat's feeling the pressure on him as he's being just verbally cursed, and his head is down to the ground, and he's just chuckling to himself. You talk about power. There is no power without pain, and I have endured. Because the old father is dead, and has been dead for some time now. Stop your petty games. And a slight rumbling starts to occur, and you hear that it's the dwarf's voice, and he just mumbles aloud, Mark Barsoom. And he's attempting to fly straight at this creature.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to quite yet.
He keeps repeating the spell over and over again.
However, as your words reach the ends of this entity in front of you, he says, and who says gods have to be alive to have power? Balaam, how is Adamus reacting to seeing his mother?
And I'm just gonna look at her mother, a little disappointed too. Like he was trying to get her to notice him, but after after he heard that she's disappointed in him, just gonna. I'm sorry if I disappointed you, but I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. Because I didn't had you or everyone else. I was outcast.
And that lack of need is what will bring you to your death.
As long as I have faith in myself, nothing can harm me.
Gaia, how are you reacting to seeing the dead body of Bahamut speaking to you?
Well, first, to be honest, I can't remember a lick of what he said to Gaia, but that's okay because Gaia is like tunnel vision, like so hard right now, where seeing her dead god, just like that quickness of breath and just like Bahamut, what does you tell me? I think I kill him. Whatever you ask of me, and she's like fighting to keep her breath and whatnot, and he's probably saying something. She's just like, but she's very much wanting to attack. Like she looks over at the other man just standing there, and it's just like, "Was das you're doing?"
Unfortunately, you do not see what you believe was the necromancer.
Okay. What just?
Lonnie, you've been traveling these underground caverns for a while, and up ahead you heard some rumbling and the sound of voices. Approaching, you see four adventurers facing off against what you believe to be a lich. This undead monstrosity. You know at a pretty quick glance that these adventurers are all about your level or of skill in their respective skills, and that you would not even dare face against such a monster. What are you going to do?
Bye-bye. Give me 2 seconds, because I forgot how many sorcerer points it takes. And I have the page bookmarked, so it's really fast. No, it's a target spell. What is this one? Empowered spell. Okay. I will spend a sorcerer point, and I'm going to drop a fireball behind the lich. And as I do, I'm going to shout that I've come across probably the mummies and the undead minions thwarting my path, trying to sneak through and find my way out of this mess that I have no idea even how I got myself into at this point. It doesn't matter, I just want out. But seeing such a powerful creature and allies where I wouldn't have to face it, knowing that they are being enthralled or what have you because they're clearly standing there like idiots and not really fighting back. It's clearly a monster. I'm gonna shout at them. It's, what are you doing? Fight it! Kill it! Destroy it! And it's
Do we get to react? Do we get to react?
8d6, I do believe.
Whoa.
You see
That was
a
behind the lich, right?
Yeah, it's well, he's like 9 feet
Okay,
tall.
thanks, new guy.
It's just his halo of flame behind him that's gonna.
you see this monstrosity does not even react to the flame, and he starts to laugh and says, "I've been to the abyss and back. You think that little fire won't hurt me? Perhaps you guys would like to endure a trip there as well." Oh, and the ground starts to shake, and inside the chamber, the floor starts to give way. And the adventurers look down, and all they can see is smoke and fire. What is everyone going to do?
We're paralyzed, aren't we?
No,
Fire.
now
Dead
you are
vomit.
able to react.
Well, really,
Vincent, we'll begin with you.
With me?
Yes.
And I just see the floor crumbling beneath me?
Not exactly beneath you. It's starting at the necromancer and slowly spreading.
Well, this bastard just tricked me into thinking that he was my dead rival, and I don't know that I believe him, or anything that I see right now. So Vincent, in a rage, is going to scream, "He died with honor, and I saved the rest of our men with honor! You disparage his memory, and you disparage my honor now. Die!" And I'm going to try and hit him with Chill Touch.
Okay.
That's going to be 21 to hit. 20 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
Alright, then that's going to be 2d8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
13 points of necrotic damage, and he can't regain HP till the start of my next turn, and he has disadvantage against attacks on me if he's undead.
Okay.
He can't regain HP either way, but he...
Yes. You see he takes the blow, kind of chuckles. Kind of like someone who would swat at a fly. Accurate.
Then, can I do one more thing? That was my attack action, but I want to draw my sword, or conjure into my hand. Vincent's going to howl in rage, and his incarnum blade is going to materialize in his hand, and he's just going to charge towards the this undead figure in a rage.
Okay, and explain how you're gonna get over the floor that's collapsing.
He doesn't believe it's collapsing. He just saw his mind being manipulated. So if it is collapsing, he's going to start falling.
Okay. Acrobat, you see Vincent start to fall into what looks to be the smoke and fire pit that's slowly spreading towards you. Your hammer is vibrating wildly on the side. What are you going to do?
Okay, as Akarat is still stood there, he's looking straight forward where this giant dwarf was said to have been. And again, he keeps repeating the same phrase over again. Mark Barsoom! And as he finally says it this time, he lifts violently off the floor and flies straight towards this creature. As he's halfway through, he pulls the hammer out and holds it with both his hands. And he swings it wildly in the air. And he says, "Time to introduce you to Zarok Heavy Hammer." And he slams it straight into this creature.
Awesome. As you do so, and roll your attack.
That's 23 to hit.
Okay. You see that the jagged blue topaz that makes up its head starts to spark with what looks to be lightning.
Nice.
And on top of your physical damage, also give me a 1d12 for lightning damage.
Wow. Okay. So that's 13 physical and 9 lightning damage.
You strike this into and you can see his shoulders start to give way, and he just glares at you. And as you turn your head, you see Vincent slowly starting to slide off this edge.
As Akarat does like a flyby attack, and he's behind this creature, and he turns around and he sees Vincent falling, he just mumbles out loud, "Oh, we're really gonna have to go after him again." And he looks over to this creature. He goes, "Do not worry, I will be back to show you the pain I have suffered and the power that we possess."
Adamus, you see Vincent falling as well. And it looks like Acrobat struck a pretty mighty blow against what appears to be your mother. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna raise my staff and I'm gonna just yell. I know what I'm capable of. I'm a cleric now, not a warrior. I'm someone to fear, not hunt. And I'm gonna cast Bless on me, on the falling guy, and Gaia. So everyone has, when they hit or saving throw, additional 1d4 they roll.
And are you including Lonnie,
I can only 3.
the person who shouted for you guys to fight?
Well, I'm just making sure, just giving my colleagues some advantage. And on the bonus action, how far is my mother?
She is roughly 30 to 40 feet.
Perfect.
Between you guys is what looks to be about a 5-foot chasm now. Slowly starting to spread.
Is the chasm like a circle around the lich, or is it just in front of the party and I'm on the same side as the lich?
You are on the same side as the party.
Oh, okay. So it's like I came out of a side tunnel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast as a bonus action spiritual weapon. It has 60 feet range, so I can hit him.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast on the second level, and let me see the damage. What this does. Is it radiant or is it psychic damage? Okay, I'm gonna roll 1d20 plus. Just a moment, sorry. Plus 6. No, plus 7. 20. And I'm gonna. And I do 1d8 plus 4, so 8 psychic damage.
Okay.
As I do that, as I cast my spiritual weapon, the dryad comes out, and with the clay weapon, I just hit the lich of my mother. So.
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm gonna wait for everyone else to. What we're gonna do now? Attack or run?
Okay. On it. Sorry, Gaia. You see Vincent falling. You've heard the words spoken about out the abyss, and then this pit's opening up. Being a druid paladin, and you believe chosen of Bahamut, you know the abyss leads to the nine hells. And you believe that at this pit is a portal to the. And you're seeing one of your comrades starting to fall into the pit. What are you going to do?
Oh, clearly let Vincent fall, but no. No, let's see. Oh, jeez Louise. And this lich is just floating in over this pit, or is there?
He is on the other side of the pit, but he doesn't seem scared of it at all.
Okay. I think what's going to happen then? Is Gaia seeing this lich suddenly like replacing her god, like, wait a minute, you that defile my god's image, and she just has a static just start rippling about her as she's trying to focus on her breathing, and she's really angry. Then sees Vincent starting to fall down into the, oh my gosh, it's a portal to the nine hells. This is bad. So instead of charging her electricity into a nice little ball that she could just go foo at the lich, she's going to extend her hand out, like kind of scooping up the static, and it is going to elongate, and she's going to reach it out towards Vincent, and she's using lightning whip, but she's not going to deal damage with it. It's purely to wrap around and pull Vincent back, very Indiana Jones style, okay?
Unfortunately, it will still do non-lethal damage.
Sorry.
But it might save her life.
I hope so.
Do I get a save for, like, reduced damage?
Well, it's non-lethal, so it'll give you a nice big warm hug that just kind of heats your brain a little bit.
Yeah. So
Like sticking your finger in a light socket.
It's but a hug, because it's gonna wrap around you and she's gonna pull it back. It's just 1d6.
So what is the damage your whip normally does?
1d6 and I rolled a 5.
Okay,
I'm not gonna add that d4.
Then
okay.
you will take 3 lightning damage. It's your body starting to burn as this whip it wraps around you and yanks you to safety.
Ah! Vincent's gonna yell
You're
in
not-
pain, but he's no longer out of his mind and thinking that this is not a real situation.
Sorry.
Your nostrils definitely smell the sulfur and the brimstone coming from its pit.
Yeah, and Guy would just add on, like, hearing that, just, like, groan of pain. It's like, sorry, it's just wanted to make sure you didn't fall into that. Very bad place. Right now.
As I see that, I'm gonna say, Gaia, next time be a little more farther against me with the lightning, please. I don't like lightning.
When have your attention is focused on breathing and not worrying about your problems.
And for the Warlock, I'm gonna turn around, raise my hand. I'm gonna say, "Life is tough. Be tougher." And I'm gonna heal. My reaction, gonna heal him. 1d8. You get healed by 7.
Yeah, that's more than I took.
Reaction.
You just want you comfortable, that's all.
Lonnie, as you see this going on, you know this is something that the party has missed. As you see a metal shard go flying from this lich's eye and lands near you. What are you going to do?
First, I want to know if there was something that saved the Lich from fire before, like the fireball just was something he was prepared to block, or if it just seemed like he was entirely immune to it, like he wasn't an illusion or something like that.
You believe that it actually hit him, but seeing the pit that's opening up, you are pretty sure that this entity has endured much worse than you could possibly do to it.
That is impressive. I am going to... I'm going to grab the shard,
Okay.
and then I'm going to deactivate my fireball and activate my boots. So there was like anybody looking at him would see a blue pulsing in his chest that would fade out, and then his feet would just like there's like a shivering frost cold coming off of his feet, and as he picks up that he's going to misty step behind the party and say run, holding the shard. And then he's going to take about 15 feet of his movement and check and see if they're following him away from the Lich.
Okay. And as you pick up take 2 damage as you slice your hand.
Dragon scales don't protect that? That sucks.
No, it does not. It stings and you see the gash in your hand start to bleed.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. The party all hears this newcomer telling them to run. Now is the time for decisions to be made. Vincent, are you open to heed this word of warning, or continue to face this necromancer that almost sent you to the 9 hells?
Vincent's going to retreat, but not away from the abyss, but not out of range of attack on this bastard necromancer, and he's gonna throw another chill touch at him.
Okay.
14.
You got D4 for my
A
best.
14 does hit.
Hits, okay. Then 9 damage. And
Okay.
again, disadvantage on attacks against me and can't regain HP.
Accurate.
Does it seem to be doing anything?
Not yet. Although you do see that more of the floor has given way, and now almost 20 feet of this room is nothing but a chasm of this is fire and sulfur smell billowing into the air.
But the hammer, Akarat's warhammer, did do something, right?
Yes, it actually knocked the metal shard loose.
Okay.
Yes. Acrobat, as you're holding onto the hammer, you feel compelled to get out of this situation. And are you going to attempt to resist this urge, or are you going to listen to this compulsion and this voice from this new person that appears to be trying to help you?
As Akarat is floating behind this lich, and he hears this new person's voice asking to flee, he's just gonna bellow out, what's it? Flee for your lives, but now is the time to fight! And he looks over to the lich to get his attention. He goes, "Oi, big guts!" And as it turns around, he just goes, "Smile!" And he flies straight towards its face and just lands a solid blow into its teeth.
Okay. Hey, go ahead and roll it.
And that is a 19 to hit.
That will hit. And add the lightning damage.
And that is 10 physical damage and 9 more lightning damage. And he's
Nice.
going to do a flyby attack as he attacks and go past him.
You see the lich stagger for a second. And then you hear bones snap out, almost as if he's bringing his body back into alignment as you go flying past him. And are you going to fly towards the party?
Yes, it will be flying towards the party. And as he hears the lich sort of clanking back together, he says, "Just as I thought, nothing but a half-rate creation."
Adam, what are you going to do? Oh, as you hear this warning to run.
Oh, sorry. So my turn. Well, I'm gonna take few steps back to the unknown person, and I'm gonna still with a bonus action hack and slash with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And it's +7. Natural 20.
Nice. So roll up your damage, add your modifiers, and then double it.
Ooh, 18 damage. 18 force damage.
No, you see the lich stagger once once again and turns away from Akarat and faces towards you. His eyes ablaze with pure hatred.
Look at me now. Look at me. I'm your enemy here.
Gaia,
I have that's bonus action. I have more, and I have more.
I'm so awesome. I'm just gonna go at it.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna hit him with radiant bolt, guiding
okay.
bolt. I'm gonna put it level. Let me see, level 2, and that is 24.
Okay,
And that,
the bolt sinks straight into him, and it looks like it passes straight through his chest.
doesn't hit him.
He hesitates for a moment and looks down and smiles, and you can see that the hole is slowly starting to close up.
Ooh, radiant damage
Can't
doesn't.
regain health until the start of my next turn.
Yes, he ain't regaining any health.
And this is radiant damage.
I know.
Oh, well, I'm gonna still roll 5d6. 20. 20 radiant damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna follow the. Go back to the unknown guy.
Okay. Hey, Gaia, you see your lightning bit is still coiled around Vincent.
Woo!
And you hear the birds for you guys to run.
You mean she's still hugging him? Oh.
Oh, come on!
No! She would have released it. It's a cantrip. She would have not sustained it.
I bet she would really.
So as you release your cantrip, and you look at this entity in front of you guys, you see that the pit is coming ever closer. And it looks like the entire tunnels will be consumed bit by bit.
Wait,
What
so
do
the
you do?
pit's getting bigger?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just want to clarify because I swore I heard something about the pit getting smaller, like as I was repairing and stuff. But okay, cool. Yeah, Gaia, with all her experience and whatnot, hearing the warning, seeing the pit getting bigger, she's going, we really all should get out of here. We can't kill this thing, at least not permanently. And she's just gonna. She'll launch a little lightning ball at it for some damage, but she's not sticking around. Let alone the fact that it's like she needs all the head start she can get if she's gonna get out of there breathing. And so,
Cool.
yeah, range attack, man. Let's roll a d20 plus So in her haste, she turns and just fits this little static ball that just goes wide. Completely misses, but she's just going as fast as her lungs will allow her.
Okay. Ani, you see these brave adventurers, perhaps foolish is a better term. They continue to attack the lich, although they do seem to be retreating towards you. What are you going to do?
What do I have? Nope. I am going to shout at them to continue to running. I'm going to use my action to. He's shouting at them that this is too much of a powerful creature to destroy. That we don't. None of us here can defeat him, not even together. And then he is going to spend another sorcerer point and turn invisible.
Okay. Right before you go to do this, give me an Arcana check.
It is an intelligence plus. It's +4. Modified 20.
You have dealt with creatures like this before, although you've never managed to defeat one. You know, creatures of this level and this power often have their essence in some kind of material object that is often well hidden and well guarded.
Such as the metal shard that is currently cutting my hand.
Possibly.
Could I instead hit... Can I hit it with a firebolt and see what happens to the shard in my hand?
You could attempt to do so.
What would you have me do to see that result?
I will actually tell you the reason. The shard starts to glow with a golden blue light. And it seems to be pulling you towards Vincent, who I believe has the hilt of a broken sword. And with your Arcana check, you know this most definitely is some kind of magical item. However, it is not the item that houses the Richard essence.
I believe the word is a phylactery.
Yes. That would be the term you would know.
But what I have is not it. Okay. Can I roll again a perception check to see if I can locate it?
Hold on just a second. Let's take a couple minute break. And I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Does anyone remember how many shards we needed to find? Was it 9?
I honestly do not recall.
Yeah, I'm like,
Crap.
it's either 7 or 9. But whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made a 9-sharded piece sword. Let's do a split screen share. See? I should zoom out.
Oh, I didn't even look it. Let me see. I need to look at 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Ta-da! So, I'm keeping track, everybody! And how do I stop this?
I look at him
There we
cleric,
go.
I
Stop
hear
it.
things. And then people didn't even see.
I'm like writing all these jokes and you're not even reacting. It's like, whatever.
I didn't even see it because I'm looking like at my and your like Gaia Labyrinth. Well, technically, I do damage, but I can heal too.
Yeah.
Well, right now your spiritual weapon's wailing on it.
Yeah, it's bonus action and it's no concentration.
Nice.
Water.
But it seems like Akarat's Warhammer's what's messing with it the most.
As a wizard, it feels like I should have taken 5 levels instead at the moment.
just keep in mind if you're doing something dangerous or very powerful, I can give you advantage on any saving throw, attack roll, and heal 1d8
It's about common magic water now.
as a reaction. So.
What's that healing word?
What?
Mary, what
Sorry,
race
healing
is Gaia again?
She is a satyr, but I gave her the wood elf stats. Because
Is she like a female male thing you think about in Greek mythology, or is she like the deer one they think of World of Warcraft? Is she
I would-
bipedal or quadruped?
she's bipedal.
Okay. So it's a druid thing.
Let's see.
I've just got visions of a quadrupedal satyr trying to use a lightning whip now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
too much.
Cernarius would not approve.
And
Okay,
now,
I'm
now
back.
the last.
Well,
Mary,
come
you
back.
need to draw that down, by the way.
Thank you.
Me?
Oh.
Now
I
when you said,
roll. There's
now
the
when you-
picture.
now when you said that, I'm imagining like when. What is this?
I do not have permission, but I will request it now.
Oh,
Yeah, same here.
really?
I
Weird.
demand.
Okay. Well, I will give it to you guys. Let me just go to my Gmail real quick now.
Well, I'm also very new. If you've given to everybody else, you probably haven't yet for me.
Wow, I got like 3 people. We want permission. I technically gave it to you because I put it in the.
Yes, I demand satisfaction.
Can't get no. All I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. You could be a simple kind of man.
Is everything alright, Tom?
Yeah. It's okay. I do have to cut the session a little bit short.
Okay.
Because Dad wants to try to get to bed early and he's still recovering and from the night. However, we have a little bit further to go still. As you guys are trying to run through the tunnels, accurate faintly in front of you, you see a spectral figure of a dwarf, and you know this is the tavern keeper, Corin Thunderfist. And you see this spectre turn and dart down a passageway. What are you going to do?
Is it in the same direction that we're currently running?
It looks like it darts down a passageway up ahead, heading to the right.
Okay. Which one of my companions is closest to me?
How fast are you running? Yes.
I'm flying.
Probably.
I would say it would probably be Adamus
Okay.
to follow pretty closely by Vincent with Gaia bringing up the rear.
Wait,
And
wait.
Ronnie would be slightly ahead of you.
In which case, Akarat would turn to Adamus and he would say, "What's it? Keep going ahead, I'll catch up with you." And then he'll quite obviously chase after.
I can provide cover, no worries.
How much does Acrobat look like Christian Bale?
I don't know. Do you consider Christian Bale to be a mountain dwarf?
No. There's just similarities in some of the things that he's acted in. We will not name them. In voice only, then, okay.
So the rest of the party sees Akarat starting to rush ahead and looking and down this tunnel. They see the specter figure uh, uh, heading to the right also. And
As he sees him chase running away, he'll
except
call out his
for
name.
Lonnie recognizes the figure.
It's Neoma's boy.
Akarat would shout out his name, try and get his attention.
He just is a beckoning for you guys to follow him. And he continues down this passageway to the right.
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Nice.
What is the rest of the party going to do?
Provide cover and run.
Breathe. Breathe. And run. But mostly breathe.
Yeah, but I'm gonna provide
Can
cover.
Gaia really do that?
With
Gaia-
blood rot, that's kind of her like
Gaia-
main focus.
Is the chasm 20 feet still?
It's behind us. We have run
It
away
is
from it.
behind you guys, but it does seem to be spreading if you look back over your shoulder.
Well, he's not running any farther than he has to away from the chasm. Sorry if I didn't.
How many turns has this taken?
It would technically be the third turn.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to switch my arcanums out enough that I can fly and cast detect magic and see if I can find that phylactery.
I'm
Okay.
gonna yell like, "You're a good guy. You have my permission. You have advantage on that."
But just to give y'all a visual, all you've really seen of Lonnie is a cloak. He's got it's a very deep, dark cloak, and he's got it pulled up over his face. There's just been blue lights and fire flashing from him when he's casting his spells and invoking his incarnum.
Then I would like
That's
to
pretty much
roll-
it. It's just you can tell it's tall, vaguely humanish at that part, but nothing specific.
I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if I can, just to know him, to give him some buffs, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Insight plus 7. 17.
That's good enough to know that he seems to be an ally.
Then I'm gonna give you advantage.
You, Lonnie, do sense some kind of power coming from the chasm.
The chasm itself. Is it any?
Yeah.
Is it? Can I spend my action looking for a specific source?
Unfortunately, there is more than one source coming from the chasm.
And I can't. With my detect magic, I can't tell which one specifically might be bound to the lich.
Exactly. From this point, you wouldn't be able to tell. Perhaps if you were going down into the chasm, you might be able to.
Can I drop down to the ground and switch my arcanum again to magic missile and hit as many of them as possible to try and identify if I hit one if it affects the lich?
You can definitely try to.
My arcanum magic missile is level 3, so it's 5 darts.
Okay.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 do 1 damage, 1 does 2 damage, and 2 do 3 damage.
Okay. You you see a flying out of the pit some horrendous beasts. However, four of your magic missiles one strike each of these beasts, and they fall to earth for just a brief second. Your fifth missile goes down into the pit and strikes. You can hear a slight explosion, and however, the lich seems undisturbed.
Well, there was probably more than 5 sources, correct?
Yes, there was.
Okay. And I would spend my remaining movement to get as far back from the edge of the abyss as I could, and that's probably way more than my turn.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it now?
You see the lich smile as these creatures start to pour forth from the abyss. And anyone who likes to do some kind of religion or arcana check to try to figure out what these creatures are.
Let's see what I have. History?
13! Religion!
12.
Okay.
Arcana.
Arcana or religion, okay. 10.
Wait, is this Arcana or religion, or just religion?
Either one.
Arcana will be a total of 20.
Okay. Vincent, you who have studied a bit of Arcana and have come across tomes describing different pit techniques, and you know these to be imps, lesser demons, and of the 9 hells.
I know them to be lesser demons of the 9 hells.
And you also know, according to these tomes, they travel in very large paths.
So we gotta close this thing or we're screwed.
Better get out of there.
How many?
Fire off. Are they close to me then? Because I was retreating, like, try and keep 10 feet from me, between me and the pit.
They are coming up about 15 feet away from you.
How many?
From me. And if they're from the abyss, all right, I have Ray of Frost, so I'm gonna try that on the nearest one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use that inspiration. Or that guidance.
Yeah, guidance, yes.
That'll be a total of 11 on it.
It's not one time use it, so you can use it all the time.
11 unfortunately misses.
Damn it. If the pit advances, I'll move back, but otherwise I'm just gonna hold up my sword and wait and see if they come close.
Yes, the pit, you can tell the pit is slowly spreading.
How many of sources of magic possibilities for the phylacteries did I see? I mean, I hit 5 of them and I got the ghost. Or am I detecting so many things more than there could be that particular thing?
Yeah. Being a portal to the bit it is really difficult for you to pinpoint the number of sources, but
Then,
you would guess it is a large amount.
then how wide is the tunnel that the party came through before to get towards the abyss?
It is approximately eight feet wide and goes up about 20 feet.
Does
And
it
there
narrow?
are constant branches.
Does it narrow it all close to 5? I believe that's how wide the spell I'm thinking of is.
No, at the narrowest point, it's close to 7 feet wide.
Okay, that's good enough. Lonnie is going to encourage them. Yeah, it's 5 feet. Lonnie is going to encourage them to run past that narrow point.
Okay. And is everyone gonna follow his directions? Acrobat, you will not need to because you're tucking down on the side.
I'm gonna follow.
I mean, if I know he's gonna close the passage behind me, I'm going to follow, but I'm gonna curse him for running away as a coward as he does it.
But before I go, I'm gonna again hit him one more time, or 2 more times.
Okay, his specific words would be again along the lines of, "We cannot defeat him. I will safe passage our escape."
But I'm still gonna hit him, just sending a message.
Fantastic.
Yeah, hit this.
Being shouted as being accused of a coward is not going to make him flinch one tiny little bit.
Welcome to
but
the
this
crew,
is
laddie.
refraining from being accused of being a coward and a traitor himself, so he doesn't want to run away.
Lonnie would curse his pride.
So, as you guys are slowly retreating, Akarat, your hammer starts to vibrate even more. Almost as if it wants to go back and fight.
He'll hold his hammer in his hands and it will hold it in front of him and it will just talk to it. It goes, "I know, me too, but we have to get out of here." And he continues flying after the barkeep, trying to catch up with him. I assume 60 feet of movement per round is faster than the barkeep.
You seem to be slowly gaining on him.
And he keeps shouting to him as he flies after him, trying to get his attention.
Yes, and he just keeps raving for you guys to follow him.
And Akrat will turn around and shout to the party.
Trying to lead you guys out to safety.
Akrat turns around and shouts to the party, "Anubis, right, we need to get out. Keep following me down here."
I can make
Out
a
doesn't
wind wall.
sound like out, but it sounds like a better way to me.
I can make a wind wall if needed to occupy him.
I'm good.
Is that something you said out loud while
Yes.
we're running away?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Lonnie's. Yes, do it. There,
I-
I will hold behind.
I'm gonna raise my left hand, and from the left hand, I'm gonna cast wind wall.
As if all of the party's running behind it, then just beyond the wind wall, or just in front of the wind wall, his the blue glow will disappear from his feet, and as his arms spread, you see a dark-skinned figure with this patterned gold lines across him, and along his arms, these blue daggers run across and drift and fade across his arms, and a cloud of daggers appears right in front of the wind wall.
Awesome. You guys seem to have covered your escape pretty well as you're making your way down these tunnels, both turning to the right as Akarat did. And you see him up ahead chasing after this ghostly figure. You guys run and run. Gaia, you're barely managing to hang on, coughing, for this tunnel seems to be endless. Finally, after untold minutes of torturous running, you guys seem to come to an entrance, and it's nightfall. And as you guys walk out and pull yourselves up from the tunnels, you see you have entered into a murky, dismal swamp. The stench is almost as bad as that which lay behind you.
Lonnie, heavy breathing. If everybody's out, he is going. The blue glow that are shaped like daggers drifting off of his arm is going to fade, and that pulse hovering above his chest, thump, it's bright blue. It seems like his heart. It beat that this blue glow is pulsing with, and he is going to just give a couple of fireballs right in the middle of it and bring the tunnel to a close.
Awesome. You hear the sounds of the tunnel all starting to collapse behind you.
Everybody's out, right?
Too late if they aren't. Oh, and Tom dropped.
We killed the DM. Woo!
Well, it seems if we're live and hangout, are we still on YouTube?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
So-
fantastic.
Okay, Zach.
Zach.
No shenanigans
Is he
here.
back? Because I was like, I can step in and we can just talk for a minute. But, oh, there he is.
I guess I'm gonna grab my copper jackal and whisper specifically to Akarat, okay, we need to fix her for real or we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh, you're on about Gaia, yeah.
Do you want to try?
I can't heal.
Akarat looks over to Vincent and like perks his eyebrows. and goes, "You're welcome
I
to
never
try."
that.
I'm gonna check my armor polish a little. My weight.
Did you guys not hear me say I need everyone to give me a perception check?
Oh,
No.
No, didn't hear that.
No, oh, no,
Guys,
what?
8! She can hear her own breathing. Guys, I think I hear something.
21 total?
let me see. Plus
Okay.
7. Natural 20.
Modified 20.
So 27.
Ha!
Can I hear my, my armor?
Those who scored above a 15, in the distance, you see what appears as to be some kind of half sunken into the swamp.
Can I tell what type of ship it is?
It's a schooner.
Give me a history check.
Well, I mean, he's a mariner, so I was thinking background. But, alright.
Can I roll 2 for history check?
You do know the style looks to be that of a war galley,
Alright.
but I'll
So
stand in history check for anything more.
Can I roll 2 for history check?
Sure.
Okay.
In fact, everyone can.
13.
Lonnie would have no clue where his background is. He'd have no idea. Under where we're at, is it fairly firm ground? Is it like you go 20 feet and then it starts being mushy and gross, or is it right as soon as you step out of the cave you're right into sinking in the muck?
It seems like almost as soon as you step out, you might have 5 to 6 feet of really solid ground.
Lonnie doesn't excel at physical activity. This is very obvious as he's bent way down, and it's only the muck that's keeping him from collapsing flat on his freaking back.
And those who scored above a 15 on the history check know this from driving things to be a what was once as common transportation known as airships.
Ah! What? Come on, Gaia! Stop worrying about your breathing. You should know that one. Golly. Hello, vegetable glow.
Gaia, your breathing starts to ease just a tiny bit as you feel in your pocket something growing warm. If you care to check.
Yeah, she's going to reach around the tunic and pull out, and reach into the pocket and pull out what I believe is going to be that golden seed, glowing or being all warm and
Yes, indeed it is.
She's going to take a moment to look at it kind of very harshly and just kind of whisper to it, like, "You're not supposed to eat me, stupid." And, like, put the seed back in her pocket. Just like, I'm supposed to put this in, this is supposed to save the world, and it's healing me. That can't be good.
And as you say this, that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Gaia just having a crazy moment.
Before we end, can we do a little bit with them finally seeing Lonnie? Fully, without death imposing, eating upon them?
That will be the beginning of next session because I really gotta go.
Fantastic, I can do that.
I'm not even gonna be able to do our highlights. However, if you guys care to send me a message with the highlight of the session, I will gladly read them.
Alright.
So I hope our viewers all enjoyed the session. Sorry we had to cut it short. But family matters call.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could hang out and do that part if you wanted to.
Well, that would be between us, not for our show. We would still redo it again after.
Oh, yeah.
And we will be streaming in live again the week after next. So with that being said, may the dice always roll in your favor.
26.